Last thing on this issue. Let me hit one last thing, and I'm talking to Adventist men here. Because of the way we relate with women as things that we can buy subconsciously, one of the places that I find to have sexual predators like any other I've experienced is the Seventh-day Adventist. I'm talking like this because I know this thing, I'm a preacher. The worst thing you'll find in the church to stand in front of women is a preacher. I wish we can close that chapter. Say, preachers, please don't stand in front of women. If you preach, we put you behind the wall. They must not see you, you must not see them. Because you are a danger to yourself and to them. As you are preaching here, you think of yourself as a porn star. You're thinking of new things to do. Many of our women will never convert in the church because they've seen a preacher naked. You can open the Bible upside down, nothing will move her. She has seen the nakedness of a preacher. No amount of righteousness, no amount of elevating the cross will reach that woman. Must remove the preacher because he's an obstacle to the gospel. So we must constantly challenge ourselves. I had impregnated a woman in Mpangeni. When I went to Sdasa Mpangeni, everyone knew about it, but no one knew about it. No one had the audacity to come to me and say, my brother, you can't talk to us right now. Your woman is pregnant in Johannesburg. She's going to give birth to a son named after you, Musamai. You can't. Everyone knew it. Not even my friends came talk to me. Say, but man, relax, my brother. You know why? We are complicit. If I stop him, he's going to stop me. As you are sitting with me, you are planning on your next project. Because we have not come to see women as partners, as human beings. We see them as things to drop on them. Seeds that we have no interest to develop. If we don't drop them in them, we put them in plastics. The most responsible thing is to walk around with seeds in the plastic. It's a picture of a responsible man in our society. We're in trouble. Look, I'm dealing with this culture because I had to confront myself about it. That I stand in front of students. I must start seeing human beings that come from poor communities in the Eastern Cape. The last thing they want is my penis. That's the last thing they want. They're dealing with real human issues of a failing government, failing father, failing nduna. They're failed by everyone. And me, the only thing when humanity is hungry for our contribution. So the biggest problem I have as a man now is how do I deal with this thing that I was taught in Soweto, taught by Stomani. But what I'm seeing is that everywhere we go, this thing has been taught to us. That the pride of a man is to sleep with as many women as possible. The only difference is that some are dealing with low grade, some are dealing with high grade. But all of us are the same. And the different grades is for undermining each other. That was a pants when we look dark. And when I raise these issues with us, it's because I'm saying we've got a lot of work to do. And I've seen the abstract theology from Helder Beck. When a woman sends a nude, you must say, no, my sister. No, man. Adam, the first thing he did was to cover the nakedness. Cover it. It's not meant to be shared. That's the thing that I'm struggling with as a man. I'm struggling with that personally. Others, our children that are not ours. And that one kills me. That even our elders are involved in those things. They're involved. And the setting that all of us know, but no one knows. I cry for these children. Imagine the mentality of that child. Every day seeing his father, but his father only acknowledges him privately. What happens to the boy here? What happens here? Real men must stand up. When I went back to the pool, I got baptized. As a preacher, I was at my prime. No papatis. Thema ngicela upaphathisa nalomuntu ngithanda naye umfundisi wafuna ungena angaxaka ukuthi akwenzakalani la ikhona lenkinga. Just as we come out, the pastor who was baptizing me was making moves on this woman. Because there's a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. So Maskwama, gender-based violence and all of that. There's this one, Yama predators here. One of predators, and I'm talking to Adventists here, that these men who are weak, the only time they're strong is when they sleep with another person's wife. We need to deal with that disease in this church. The only time you feel you are better, this guy is a professor, I need to show him that he's smaller than me. I'm going to sleep with his wife. People don't understand why I don't allow people to my house. People are not coming to my house. They're coming to check how expensive my couches are so that they can come with better things. Don't come to my house. You're a predator. You look at me, you look at my wife, you think that she's not good enough for me. It's a problem we have in this church. That is why we never empower each other. Because you're afraid that when I'm empowered, you won't have access to my things. You won't be able to undermine me. No one will help you like an Adventist. They will not help you. They will watch you. They will watch you. They will watch you. They will pray for you. They will do it, not help you. Because they're afraid of your capacity. Nothing intimidates Adventists like that. It intimidates us to empower another person. How many millionaires have we created amongst ourselves? How many jobs do we give each other here? How? Have we sat down with the list and say, guys, there's a job at my work. I want to empower someone. It's a good paying job. You see what I mean? It's because of this psychology of fear. We feel better when others are inferior to us. And those who are not inferior to us, we look for ways to make them inferior. And one of the ways is to pursue their women and wives. I want to pray. I want to pray with someone who says, I'm tired of being this thing of a man I've been.